I'll say hi to my doggie. Here's one of my doggies. Hi. And all right. So how you slate for a two-person scene is you just start with one person that says, hi, my name is, you say your first and last name. Then the other person says, and I am so-and-so, and your first and last name. And the second person says, and we will be reading, Tasmania, whatever the title is. I don't think you both need to say the title together. Okay. You just kind of split it up. Okay. So in fact, we're going to have you do that thing. I'm not recording you yet. I just want to hear you. And I'm going to take notes. Hang on.
Wait, can you repeat that? I'm a bit confused.
I absolutely can. Okay, so you're gonna, one of you, and you can decide who, I don't care, will say, hi, my name is, or I am, first and last name, and this is, and then the second person takes over, says their first and last name, and we will be reading this. Oh, but you have to say your character, sorry. Scratch all that anyway. So the first person will say, hi, my name is first and last name, and I'll be reading Alex or Adrian, whichever one you're reading. Then the second person will say, and my name is first and last name, and I'll be reading this character. And so after you both say your names, then you go back to the first person, we'll say, and we are reading the title. And it really does, it can be the first person or the second person, and you say what it is. Okay. So you guys can decide that first. So we will start with, Sophie and Naziah. So who's going to go first between the two of you introducing yourself?
I can just introduce myself first and say the name if that's fine with you.
Okay, Naziah? Okay, so try that. I'm not recording anything.
Hello, I'm Sophie Caswell, and I'm playing Alex.
Hi, my name is Naziah Haywood, and I'm playing Adrian.
And we are reading from Tasmania's All Access Animation.
And then just so that it's feels even, Naziah, the other person should say thank you. Just like so it brings you back together. Okay. One of the other two want to read the announcer on this one, or do you want me to read it?
Okay.
You want to read the announcer too? Are you going to use a different voice? Okay, that's fine. All right, so here we go.
Are we using voices for this one, or are we just using our voices?
Y'all should decide that together.
What do you want to do?
Naziah, what do you want to do?
What did you say? I sorry, I didn't hear you.
She asked if you should use voices for this one or do your own voices. And so I said, well, y'all should decide that together.
Oh,
what did you practice doing, Naziah?
For Adrian, I did kind of like a deep voice.
So you practice with a voice, not your own voice? Okay, well then I guess you're using voices. Okay, let's try it.
Okay.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, I'm Sophie Caswell, reading for Alex.
Hi, my name is Naziah Haywood, and I'm reading for Adrian.
And we are reading from Tasmania's All Access Animation.
Thank you.
We have a problem.
Ever since our parents got the all access pass to our favorite animated features, we've noticed a real uptick of bonding time between our parents and the TV.
Don't get us wrong. It's a joy to see them relive their childhood. They so rarely get to unwind, but come on.
What about our childhood? And now I catch them singing songs from our favorite movies.
Never thought I'd have to say this, but I think we need to put them in a separate account with restrictions.
Yes, separate accounts so we can monitor them. They're just too carefree and happy.
I'm concerned.
Relive the classics and discover new reasons to fall in love with being a kid again with Tasmanian's All Access Animation.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and give you a couple notes there. Your slate was good, both of you. One thing you said we're reading from, say we're reading for. Just because if you're auditioning, that's what you're doing is reading for it. And I think, I mean, that's probably not even a big deal. But for some reason it stuck in my head. Now, Naziah, why are you covering your face? Why you do this?
I'm used to like wearing a mask in public, even if the.
But you're not in public. You look good. Take your hands down. Be confident. It makes you look not confident. And I like seeing your beautiful face. Naziah, a lower voice that didn't quite sound like a character. It just sounded like you were using a low voice. So what, and it didn't really, you need to, your low voice, it needs to either, one of two things. It needs to either sound natural, like it's your real voice. It's just, you happen to have a low voice, which you already do. Or it needs to it needs something added to it. So it sounds more like a character.
I do better with like higher voices.
Okay, well, let's try that. Let's just say your first line with a higher voice or something.
Okay. Ever since our parents got the all-access pass to our favorite animated features, we know.
Okay, so that sounds just like you, but it's a beautiful voice. That's a beautiful speaking voice when you're just doing you, Naziah. Okay, but remember, a character sounds nothing like you. Both of your voices resemble your real voice. And so that's what I want you to find, a character voice that does not resemble you. Can you kind of talk like this a little bit, like you're not breathing out of your nose?
Like this?
Yes. Can I hear you say your lines like that? Your first thing?
Ever since our parents got the all-access pass.
Oh my God, that's so good. Okay, that's the voice I want you to use. Okay, let's start from the top. You do that voice. Don't worry about, I don't want you to worry about slating. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
We have a problem.
Ever since our parents got the all-access pass to our favorite animated features, we've noticed the real uptick of bonding time between our parents and the TV.
Don't get us wrong. It's a joy to see them relive their childhood. They so rarely get to unwind, but come on!
What about our childhood? And now I catch them singing the songs from our favorite movies?
Never thought I'd say this, but I think we need to put them in a separate account with restrictions.
Yes, separate accounts so we can monitor them. They're just too carefree and happy.
I'm concerned. Relive the classics and discover a new reason to fall in love with being a kid again with Tasmania's all-access animation.
I accidentally added a "the" after like the scene.
That's okay. Don't worry about that. Couple things. Repeat after me. Our.
Oh, my bad.
Not our. Think of it like the hour. The hour is whatever o'clock.
Our.
There you go. That's how you say it. So say, what about our childhood?
What about our childhood?
Very good. That's how you do it. Now, the only thing I would tell you, the first like 1, 2, 3 lines were great. And then y'all slowed way down. And this is not a slow, type copy. It should be full of energy, which I think you guys have. I could just see it. I think it's lovely. I thought you did a great job, but keep the energy all the way through. Also, Sophie, the announcer needs to sound more, that's when you want to slow down and try and sound as adult and mature like as you can. Relive the classics and discover new reasons. You know what I mean? Just really like soapy, if you can think of it that way. Okay. That's what I'm going to want you to work when you go away. Okay. But really good job. I really like this a lot. So that is your go-to character voice. I think that's already yours, Sophie. Naziah, when you were asked to do a character, that is it, holding your nose. That is, hopefully eventually you'll be able to create more. And Sophie, I want you to start creating more than that, okay? Because you want more in your arsenal. You want lots of different voices. I think I did this last week, but since you weren't here, Sophie, there are so many tiny little things you can do to create characters. If I'm saying the first line, we have a problem. I can do what you guys did. we have a problem. And I can do that. But I can also hold my nose while speaking in different, we have a problem. We have a problem. We have a problem. That's really just all holding my nose, but I'm still doing different levels. Then I can add things. If I don't want to do that, I want to go something totally different. I can say, we have a problem. Or I can go, we have a problem. Or I can go, we have a problem. Or I can say, we have a problem. Or I can say, we have a problem. Do you know what I mean? It's just about playing. Like, and the whole thing is the fact that I'm not thinking, I'm just playing. And the more you play, the more you'll find the ones that work for you. I mean, some of you can even add stuff and go, no, we have a problem. You know, I mean, some of them are going to sound great. Some of them are not. But you want to have as many as you can. You want to start developing. Okay. When you have one down, which you pretty much have that. I mean, everybody's pretty much got that down because all it is not talking with your, you know, holding your nose, whether you're holding it physically or not. But if you really want to get good at this, you really want to work in the field, you want to try and develop. And I hope Cassidy and Diego, you all are listening because this is for all of you. You really want to work on developing, you know, more characters.